Interesting news out of the foreign exchange market this week, which is essentially the dollar has strengthened considerably against the rupee, or put in politically worrisome terms, the rupee has slipped considerably against the dollar. I think last checking it crossed 60. So what that basically means is that $1 can now buy you 60 rupees, and that was a lot more than you could in the past. It's politically worrisome because for a country like, say, Japan or South Korea, it's good to have a quote-unquote weaker currency against the dollar because that makes your exports more competitive. Actually, the undergirding philosophy between Abenomics has been, let's just throw a bunch of money into the monetary base, make the yen a lot cheaper versus the dollar, and that'll improve exports of Toshiba, Sony, whatever, and so on and so forth. For India, I don't think it's as export-led of an economy with a significant domestic consumption base attached to it. And the left and right political parties have obviously seized on this. The left, for the past decade or so that they've been in the power, has pursued a policy of FDI, or foreign direct investment. This is a trick that China employed to great success. And so what that basically means is that you get a lot of foreign money, they come in, they invest, they do JVs, whatever you want to do. Essentially, foreign money goes to perhaps special economic zones. The left is trying to kickstart the FDI again. So one of the people in charge of finance is coming to the United States and having high-level meetings with Walmart, Lockheed Martin, and other firms in order to try to get this cycle of FDI flowing into India again. And what the right, on the other hand, has taken this view that this is another example in UPA's governance. And what they're essentially alleging is that these companies are not investing because of the high level of corruption and cronyism within the nation and the lack of clear rules to govern this. And again, typically anti-business policies. The other part is that there is a strong, almost I would say, nativist tone, and you saw this immediately after the Asian financial crisis in '97 with Indonesia, South Korea, Thailand, a few other countries there, which is essentially that they see FDI, all forms of FDI, whether it's right or wrong, as a form of hot money. And they essentially view that they're of the mind that investment should be locally drawn and driven. And they say that Indians are not trusting of the government enough, or there's a significant gap of people who want to invest from India into Indian businesses. And they cite the UPA as the lead reason for that failure. Again, where is the happy medium? If you ask me personally, I think the rules have to be standardized in terms of business. There needs to be less corruption overall. So the BJP does have a point in ensuring that governance is done right. On the other hand, I do think that FDI, that strain of nativism is a little bit bothersome to me. And I hope that once they're in power, they see the light and they see that FDI has worked wonders for China. And what it does is, it's just better way of doing it. I think FDI is a lot more, it meshes countries together. And as something of an internationalist myself, I do feel that that is the ultimate goal worth pursuing. So we'll see how this pans out, but that 60 number is a psychological limit that is going to play, I think, somewhat of a big part in elections.